Hey guys, for today's Traveling with Attitude, it's Father's Day. Why not give you something real for Father's Day in Michigan? Yes, real talk about suicide prevention from life experience. So, if this topic is triggering, I am giving you a fair warning. Don't watch the video because I'm going to talk about real abuse and really creepy families. There you go, east to west. Yeah, they're let's see. Let's start in the east first. Hopefully this don't want this muffled. Somebody's fishing. I don't like fish dying either. But let's see. Somewhere in the Mediterranean, somewhere on a yacht, somewhere really fabulous. Somewhere where maybe Lise Ann Falk is and I am not. That's the difference between Lise Ann Falk and Shannon Falk. Lise Ann Falk is a famous actress who got drafted by John Casablancas. At the same time I was drafted by John Casablancas, but my father figured my looks were best served himself. Oh yes, that's a psycho. Yes. Happy Father's Day. Yay. So my niece, who is 6 months older than myself, Lise Ann Falk, Michael always did have a fairly big session. Didn't let him near her though till the dying, and it wasn't until I was living in New York that I found out the cover of Vanity Fair. It ain't fair. No, I'm just kidding. 1978 cover of Vanity Fair, which brought back Life magazine, features one Lise Ann Falk and Brooke Shields, which is why you get a call from New York that Michael Falk is in the penthouse of Brooke Shields, supposedly mourning the death of his brother. Other things could be afoot, like say he's sneaking in and getting the underpants of Brooke Shields. I kid you not. Oh no. And calling his wife in California and telling her, guess where I am? I'm like, after the guess where he was questions with Nicolette Sheridan and Sherman Oaks, I was like, I don't know, where do you sit shiva from Bruce Falk? Apparently at the penthouse of Brooke Shields. Now, let's get back to the divorce of Shannon Falk, which started about 3 weeks after the death of Bruce Falk, because that's when Shannon Falk knew the marriage was done. Finito all over, gone. Yeah, that's a catwalk. Yeah, there's a catwalk. The beginning of the end had started any which way on December of 2001 when I found out he was cheating. I have some rules about that. You don't cheat and stay married. So, what to do? If you're Bill Willis, don't do the right thing. You're a psycho. So, you're going to start helping Michael Falk, and you're going to shovel everything that you were doing trading with him, the 10 things, and transfer it as community property transfer to a trust in 2004, where if there is no Shannon Falk, then Jason Willis can take over. Well, I survived, I did. And I survived the suicide of my nephew. And I am, in fact, a failure at suicide myself since 2010. Yeah. You can fail at these things. So then you know how it works. It's a very sad thing with my nephew. So it's taken me a while to figure out Gabe, but I have. On a lighthouse in Michigan. She loves her dad. I don't share that sentiment about my father. Clouds. Clouds in my world. Clouds. Oh, clouds. Clouds are something Jason can stalk. Clouds are something Gabriel can photograph. Clouds are something that Greg has been. This is like 2014. Trying to help out with my mental health. You know what? No one needs your help. You know who needed your help is your own son. Help your son. Maybe that's a little late. Gabe's dead. Yep. I know. True story. My nephew hung himself with carabiners borrowed from Will Minor. Yeah. Seems to be a major detail that nobody wanted to talk about at the funeral of Gabe, which Shannon thought couldn't be invited to. No, we didn't have her there because I would have noticed too. Yeah. Shout out to Aunt Carol Chapman. No, Gabe wasn't murdered, but lending him climbing equipment, before he's due to go back to Oregon, and he knows because he's lived with my brother and obsessed on Sean, handing Gabriel climbing equipment. Are you crazy? Are you nuts? This could get him killed at 18. So, I think that's a problem. Yeah. I don't state anything here without facts and evidence, of which we will get into back in the car. We'll more get into the money things. The other stuff is just in evidence and police files. So, out here in Michigan, it is Father's Day. Some people actually have fathers really upset that it's not me. It's not myself. Yes. My father could jump off. I understand if you're going to jump off. You can jump off. There's ladders here, but today is not the day to jump off a pier in Michigan. And it appears a little choppy. Yeah. So, what I noticed about my nephew's death, it's so tragic, and I will not stand for it. Period. It has nothing to do with Sarah Egan. Anyone who speaks ill of the good dead person, including my nephew's mother, who actually had the audacity to say Gabe's mine was his worst enemy. No. Worst enemy was taking all money and dealings. Ugh. Did we not cover that already? Don't do it. Bad karma. It's not going to work out well. But I don't like my family and a lot of meddling in police investigations, particularly when they were starting to focus on one Will Minor, the major problem. But that's probably a good reason why you don't have Shannon talk at the funeral with Carol Chapman. We might have a conversation about what was wrong with my family. A lot. But, it's good. Falk family in New York. Well, I don't have Falk family in New York. I have Falk assets in New York. And those can go to someplace else other than Adam's company. So if you cannot manage your company, and we'll get back to that in the car. That's the fun part of the day, hey? Yeah. Woo-hoo. Start spreading the news. Can't sign anything as global settlement on the 18th of December with the wrong name. I've got the evidence in my car. Yes. And it's also emails to other people, so don't tell anyone. You heard it here first. Yes. had a feeling when my father writes every financial thing around the instability of you, pushes you emotionally. Something's going afoot. Something's wrong. So you get to just look at dates and you look at the same fraud over and over. It's always fraud in California. So it starts to get easy. It's like I almost have OCD. I wonder else who has OCD. That would be one. So now we're going to look at her trauma and there's other problems like the much needed divorce. Zoe, it's coming. It's coming. I promise the little girl it's a coming. Alright. So, back to the suicide prevention thing. Here's the thing. If somebody's sort of level and then all of a sudden they're real happy as the school year to Boulder is closing out. And it turns out my nephew, I'm sorry, Gabe. I love you, Gable. What's wrong, Gable? He didn't much like the engineering thing, so he hadn't been in school for a year. And it's my family. They punish you for that, so the kid didn't even have his own computer. He had to use some Italian kid's computer because he had to have public access because he couldn't get on the clouds because I guess probably he's got a disgusting uncle named Jason. Ooh. That's scarier than a fishing expedition to hell. Stalking you, looking at every little thing you do, and your brother, or the other brother, Greg, nicely tidily getting the evidence. You probably shouldn't deprive someone of money so much that they need to deal in marijuana when they have a trust. It's ridiculous. Trust me, it gets better at the car and the evidence. It'll all make sense. That's the thing about complex post-traumatic stress disorder. The most important thing, I don't do this mistake. Every time you can do it. It's just the content. You just do it every time. So check it out. That's how you do it. It's a little windy out here, so I will catch you up on the flip side. Let's see if I can catch you guys. I just saw some flips on my front flips into Lake Michigan from the pier. They already went, but it was glorious to watch people that can flip out in the right way. That's one way you can deal with your complex trauma. If you're trying to the edge, do things that are safely edgy, like cliff jumping. Discussing how to set it. Let's see. Give yourself some room. Oh, this guy. This little kid over here is a flipper. Catch some flip outs. This is very cool. Yeah. This is the appropriate use of trauma. Do something edgy that's cool, life affirming, like jumping off of piers. So that's awesome. Let's see. Someone ran off the edge. There's a jumper. There's a jumper. Woohoo! Send it. Cinderellas too. We're jumping off the high spots, which is very cool. Yeah, Dad's smart. He's going down to the low spot. He's gonna take pictures of his kids. Okay, before you send it, let me see you. Aww. That's a good dad, right? You exist there, somewhere in the world, good fathers, but I don't have one of those, and Zoe don't either. Whoa! Don't jump off the edge. Just hang in there, Zoe. And Max, I love you. Both of you equally, unconditionally. We'll catch up on the trauma and back at the car. Alright, this seems like an important thing to include in this video. It's really poignant. In memory of lives lost off these piers, in honor of those who tried to save them. It's a little late for good. Cat to say the truth can. And the truth is a valuable thing worth preserving. So, we will be finishing this up soon enough. Okay, guys, back at the Sharkmobile. Ah, yes. Let's get into the Sharkmobile minus a little dog. Yeah, you're stressing out my dog, even, you peoples. Oh, poor Gigi was an angel, man. I'll tell you, no angel. Let's go back to this evidence on this complex trauma here, hey? Well, Luddington is not evidence of anything other than my dingling father tries to make like hotels postcards of £5 as if it's like a lighthouse. It's not. You're not in Michigan. You don't. It's burned down. The Lewis and Clark Hotel really did burn down before it was open. That you relocated it using the original design to Sister, Oregon is a bad design when you do it with a Falk marriage trust. Trust me, this is some uglies. Here we go. Because, as Mr. Kleinberger knows, he's an attorney in New York. We know about statute of limitations. We got a couple of years. So you're already rolling out on 7 years. So you owe me, what was it? Oh, I think Cashman Pryor did. This December it was $872 million on my block lot. Oopsie. You should have just maybe contacted Mr. Stupid Farley bought a wit and gotten him. He's dingling. Thanks for your patience and waiting for the letter. I represented Shannon Falk on 2 matters. Truth is, you never represented me on anything. Lawyers can't use bar cards to do things that are illegal. Loser. Okay. That being cleared up. Let's see. Oh my God. These funds were transferred to Shannon's Falk January 16, 2017 with the management of Jason Willits. We'll get into that real soon. Brothers from hell. Ugh. Bad fathers. Oh my goodness. But this is my favorite of all of them. Oh, the Willits have generously gifted $1.1 million. Really? To the Willits, to the Falk children, as you steal from Jews. I mean, this is despicable. It's just disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. Just follow the federal order, Schwab. There's a sweep of the account. Sweep the Willits LLC. That's the difference between Shannon in 2017 and Shannon in 2024. She knows where the money went wrong, dinglings. Oh, good God. All right. Oh, this is what. I did talk about it. You had a perfectly good sadistic narcissist before I thought. He's just actually a psychopath. Yes, when my divorce couldn't go through, what to do? I had to go to federal court, and you have to, list out your assets, and you're like, oh, well, how much is there? How much extra money do I have? Oh, where is it? Wow! I have 83 acres in Healdsburg? Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah. But it was a $28 million surplus. Kleinberger, you should have trusted me. I was a nice folk. I'm not anymore. You messed with my daughter. I don't like that. Who am I? Behind the adventure. Yes. Why you should give 2 fucks about who I am. I give a lot about who you are, Zoe, and who Max is, and who your grandparents aren't. They're not entitled to bulk money. We covered that, and Gertie don't play that in the last video, right? Your grandma? Okay. I first called Forestville my home, as long as it's not on the 82 acres in Healdsburg. Yike. Oh. Then I moved to another rural town and switched families. Don't switch families when that's bad karma. No. You didn't need to have mommy in jail, Greg, and probably don't file false things for the taxes for freaking saying there's no distributions on Willits. Excuse me, that causes trauma. Yes, it becomes problematic, Greg. Yes, I did go to jail. I did write a book about this, remember? Yeah. This is how they work. This is how the Willits operate. This is how disgusting they are. Zoe had to ask if she would have enough food in 2008 as she's being abused. She had more than enough food. Her grandparents were eating it all. Then comes the interesting thing, the U.S. Bank, the overdrawing. 2019. Wonder who's responsible for that in 2019? Oh, and it's got a drained account. Charles Schwab, there's $0. Who could be in charge of that? Oh, Jason Willits is so desperate that Jason is so hard up, I guess, in 2020. Jason had to cash a check for $12,000 to Shannon Garcia? Talk about looting and squatting the natives. My God, you people are pathetic. Oh, speaking of pathetic. Oh, Debbie was giving passwords to the people in Boulder. You know who else gave passwords? Password. Isn't that nice? Zoe at Shiburi Spa. You got a horrible grandma. Ooh, I'm sorry, Zoe. You got even a worse father. Yikes. He was doing all kind of false petitions all the time. Uh-oh. That goes back to the 2004 problem. Yes. You filed taxes in 3 states. One of them was Oregon. Uh-oh. Oh, oopsie. Oh, no. And there's bank shares and dissing and that needs to be split. Oh, who to handle a holding company in Oregon that's holding money hostage? Who's the registered agent? Patricia Willits can't manage a checking account. She can't even manage to go shopping at Macy's and not hide her Macy's bag. She is not a good manager of money. That is despicable. Yeah, Brian didn't want to give over the information. Oh, yeah, the holding company, the manager. Your Falk management says, no more. Maybe you should pay your petroleum bills from New York. I don't like being responsible for your crap. As I told my brother Jason in 2017, with responsibility comes liability. Speaking of liability, what's a liability? Oh, didn't we establish on the last video who's in charge of the taxes at 110 West 40th? Uh-oh. John R. Perlman. When it says Michael T. or Shannon Falk, who do you tax? John R. Perlman. You don't seem like you're reliable with money either. My goodness. Who did I let know about this? Oh, of course I always inform. I told Thomas Kleinberger. I guess he's not doing his fiduciary duty. I have a duty to the truth. Yes. Back to the complex post-traumatic stress disorder. This is the problem Billy doesn't like. I've been writing a book. See, because I have the first rights to my book. My first one is going to get republished. Then I have the new one. Ooh. And you can't stalk this one because it's not on an iCloud. It's on a hard drive. Thank God. Yike. But yes. Ms. Willits Falk had a savage childhood littered with chronic sexual, psychological, physical abuse. By age 13, she began contemplating suicide. Clearly, I didn't do that. Now, did I? I'm alive. I live to tell the tale. That's what happens. You can have post-traumatic growth. But I did write about it in Healing the Journal of the Self. But it wasn't until the age of 40 during a malicious divorce that the writer was misdiagnosed with bipolar. Well, who to use that but Mr. Willits and Mr. Witt and, oh God, and any cast of character, Mermeyers, all of them here. But I would say, too, the dinglings that, I well informed Jason Willits, but in case you're confused, I wrote a book about it. Yeah, I guess that's what you don't like. You don't like my writing, that we're not a family. But families do not behave in this way. And speaking about bad behaved families, what other family doesn't behave itself? Oh, well, that would be the Addams family. Because Addams, you know what? If you think that you can have a global settlement held up by something that Merle C. Myers said was a global settlement, you ought to check the notary stamp from the 12/18/2013. FAULK. Yeah. It's also on my fraudulently filed divorce. That's what they like to do. Because they are creepy weirdos and they need to stay out of folk business. And so as we head back to New York, because you won't be watching this Belly the Stalker freakazoid till it's a little too late for you. Bravo. See you later. Goodbye. Stuff it. But in between then, everybody with complex trauma, hang in there. Keep doing it. Travel.